Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Awesome Cruz, and I'd like to welcome you to Killer is Dead, yet another title from Mr. Goichi Suda himself, marking the 5th one by him on this channel, as a matter of fact. Now, a while back I said I would go ahead and start this, months and months ago, back when it was released. But in all honesty, I don't really like this game. I thought I would, and at first I did kind of like it, but after a while, it does not even stand up to Lollipop Chainsaw, which is saying a lot. Which isn't to say it's terrible, it's just mediocre, and there's just so many missed opportunities, and on paper, some of these concepts would have been excellent, or they probably were, but the execution is pretty bad, no pun intended, because this is yet another game based around assassinations. Can you go, game? I'm literally... Okay, thanks for taking forever on that. So, the way we're going to do this game, this is basically a hack and slash arcade style game where basically you need a bunch of upgrades in order to do well. And on this game file that I'm doing, the only one you can do, you can't do a new game and have multiple save files. We're going to continue off my main profile, which has all of the equipment, all of the upgrades, and we will be playing on very hard. And so this is kind of different than what I normally do, but for the most part, it kind of makes sense because very hard isn't unlocked until after you beat the game, and there's so much we have to do here. So when you first start off the game, actually, you can only do the first episode as well as various DLCs. There's 2 DLC levels that we can do. But we'll go and do those later when they're more appropriate within the limits of the story and stuff, because it would just be weird. It's 12 episodes for the entire game, and it's just very strange and odd, and a lot of things don't make sense in this game. But this first episode and the next one are probably going to have a bunch of cutscenes, so let's just go and get started, shall we? We've got the man who chose the moon. These are basically missions we get to choose for assassinations. You get graded on certain things, such as how long it took for you to beat it, how much damage you took, how cool your kills were, as well as certain secret bonus payments. And these will not be available the first time you go through a mission, but anytime afterwards you will be able to. So here are the conditions to getting payments. Pretty much you always have to get these bonus payments in order to get the AAA score, which isn't super important, but a lot of them clear the stage without dying. It's impossible to die in this level. And your rescue payments avoid all of Tokyo's bullets. That doesn't make sense now, but it will in just a moment. Let's go and get started, shall we? Ladies and gentlemen. Man who chose the moon. Oh, God.
Executioner.
So, if you want to get a good ranking on this, be careful, because right about now, you're going to want to be ready to go directly left so that Tokyo over there, our first target, won't shoot us. Now, if you just run at him, you absolutely cannot get hurt because he will deflect every single bullet, which kind of makes sense for that rescue payment. If you guys notice, you can dodge less than 5 and you'll get a decent score. If you dodge none, which means you avoid every single bullet, then you'll be good to go for the AAA. That's if we don't lollygag here much longer in this dark alley. So, right now we're playing as a legendary executioner. This is not our main character, although you do get a costume for him a little bit later on, the most expensive one in the game, and something you can kind of cheap out in acquiring. But I'll get on that a little bit later. This guy is not mentioned or very briefly inferred for the entirety of the game. Like, you never have to ever worry about him. So you pretty much just have to go along a set path here, and if you just let him shoot into that garbage truck that you're doing, then you can just go and walk towards the next one, and I'll miss literally every shot, because he's absolutely the worst assassin in the world for using that awesome muscle back. I gotta say, don't really see too many enemies with that over the course of this game, but as long as you just, like, wait for him to stop shooting before moving off to your next dumpster, you'll avoid every shot, which means you don't have to deflect any, which means you'll get the AAA, which some people consider easy money this first level since we're already at the end here, but I wouldn't recommend it. There's actually a much easier one to do, if not a little bit more annoying. But with that having been said,
Checkmate.
Killer is dead.
The moon. So with that, we finished off the first level. Now, like I said before, you're graded on the time it took for you to beat the game, or to beat the level rather, and how much damage you took, how much damage you gave, as well as the fact that you did the rescue and toughness payment. Like I said, you can't die in this, and with that $500,000, we've got a AAA plus on our first very hard mission. Don't expect to see that very often, because let me tell you, it's hard enough to do it on hard, and I'm going to try my best not to use any of the performance enhancing items that we have. We have a suit that doubles our damage, our speed, and our endurance, as well as something that gives us infinite blood, which is something I'll detail a little bit later. But with that, that was The Man Who Chose the Moon, our first taste that has absolutely no bearing on the rest of the story whatsoever. So I guess I'll show some other stuff first. So here we've got our main room over here, which tells us, you know, mission select, status, and upgrades, gift shop. That's kind of important, as well as costumes, Killer's Dead tips, options, and yeah, you guys know that. But as far as upgrades go, like I said, I've fully upgraded everything, level 99 across the board. We're going to need that, as well as these things. Now, over there, you'll notice those weird 6,000 crystals off to the left. Those are moon crystals, or moon ore, rather. And that's what you use to purchase these upgrades, and I'll kind of go over things later. They basically just give you, you know, enhanced combos and stuff, very similar to Lollipop Chainsaw. This game is kind of a mix between Lollipop Chainsaw, Killer's Dead, or I mean Killer 7, as well as No More Heroes. And so just keep that in mind. I'll go over the costumes and gift shops at another time. But for now, I think we'll call it good there. In the next part, we'll probably be a bit more fruitful in terms of things. So next time on Killer's Dead, join me for the aptly titled next chapter, Killer's Dead. See you guys there.